Good morning. It's Margaret Fetty at the University of Sewing, and it is Facebook Live, guys. And boy, do we have fun stuff for you today.
Always, always. It's a guarantee. Good morning. Happy Saturday, everyone.
Everybody, Denise is here with me today. Thank you for coming in.
Welcome.
She doesn't even have to come in, and she just offers to do
It's
this.
so much fun, though. We get to talk about all the cool things.
And you get to, I think you do it so you can find out what the newest stuff is.
Wouldn't you? Wouldn't you? Yeah, of course. Of course.
Okay, so for starters, reminder, we have our wonderful open house that we do every year when the Quilt Show comes in town.
It's so much fun.
This is a great way for those of you, even if you are another shop or you're another, anybody.
Yes.
If you're at the show and you're doing this, you can come by and you can sit down and relax and listen to some music.
Yes.
It's a lot of fun. We have a lot of people here. I'm hoping we have enough chairs.
Oh, that is an issue sometimes, isn't it?
It is an
Yeah,
issue
that's true.
sometimes.
That's
It's
true.
pretty fun. So the open house itself is from 5 until 7:30. But I wanted to let you know that we have the information also about the Quilt Show. So regardless if you come into the shop, which I'll be really sad if you don't come and visit us. So if you don't come and visit us, I will be really sad. I'm just telling you. The show is taking place from Thursday through Saturday. I believe the hours are from 9 to 5 on Thursday and Friday and 9 to 4 on Saturday.
That sounds right.
You can go to the website and double check me. It's a really simple website. It's just ihqs.org.
Love it. I like when they keep
Indiana
it simple.
Heritage Quilt Show
Absolutely.
.org.
Yes.
So you can go and look at stuff over there, and if you can't come, you can at least see what it's all about. They do over $10,000 in prizes for this show.
I didn't realize that. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's really, and the show is always so good.
That's so true.
It is so good.
Yes.
Really worth your time to come. And then you can come on over to the shop because we're going to have a coupon for everyone. When you come into the shop and on your way out, we're going to have someone there to hand you a fat quarter because we just want to say thank you for coming in. So that's kind of nice.
That's wonderful.
And we will have, during the whole show, we'll have some chocolates here.
No. Chocolates, Margaret?
We will have
Snacks?
some.
Do we do that?
We'll have some snacks here. I'm guessing we'll probably, but of course for the open house it'll be a little more elaborate.
Yes.
But it's not going to be dinner, guys. So
just snacks a little more than chocolate, maybe.
Yeah,
So and maybe something to drink.
Yeah. There it is. There it is. So we have a giveaway.
We have a giveaway. We always have a giveaway. For those of you that are joining us for the very first time, thank you and welcome. And let me tell you how our giveaway works. We offer something fun for you today. This really cute little packet of needles, quilting needles. And there's a variety, I think 3 or 4 different sizes in there. Very, very sweet. And then, of course, it's Quilt Show Week coming up, so we had to go with a quilty theme kind of thing. Here's a lovely pattern that you could do a lot of fun things with. Get some great ideas from the photos. But I'm sure you've got some cool things in your stash. And if not, we can help you out with that too.
Yeah, this is a great framing pattern to go ahead and frame that really great fabric that you've got and you want to just highlight something.
Maybe some of those larger prints that you're not sure what to do with. So the question is, how do you win them? Well, if you're watching on Facebook, we appreciate that so much, but it means even more to us if you would share the video. And all you have to do is hit the little share button at the bottom. When you do, be sure that you let us know that you shared, since Facebook doesn't tell us. And then on Tuesday, your name goes into the drawing. And Karen, I lost her name for a minute. Karen will choose the winner. We do ask that you share and let us know within 24 hours. It makes it a little easier for us.
You mean like the 4 people who have already shared?
I love you guys.
I think
You're
some
awesome.
of them have such this wonderful habit. They watch and they immediately hit share. And we appreciate that so much,
Yes, it's
guys.
really true. We have seen such growth on our viewership on Facebook. And we have apparently, over 5,000 people watching us on YouTube these days.
Margaret, I suspect that's going to go up even more because of, unfortunately, the news about Joann's. People are looking for places to shop.
Yeah.
When you share things like our video, that's going to help them find us and they're going to have more fun
And
sewing.
we're going to plan a couple things here in either later March or early April to kind of invite some of those folks in who maybe have never come in before.
Sure.
And my guess is you guys know them.
Of course.
You guys know them.
And we kind of cover a large area because right now, currently, today, we've got Texas, New York, Colorado, and every place in between
Oh,
watching.
that's
Wow,
some
that's
of our
pretty
usual
wonderful.
favorite suspects.
We've
watching
got
them
some
today.
really, really fun things going on. And we are also going to give people an option how to get things shipped going forward. I've got to figure out the precise way to do it.
Yes.
And I will work on that this weekend, but I've got some customers requesting that we be able to ship a different way than the Postal Service. Because sometimes the Postal Service, they kind of...
They struggle sometimes.
They struggle sometimes, and our Indianapolis folks are apparently struggling.
Particularly struggling.
Yeah.
Yes.
So okay. So I want to start off
A fashion show. Margaret.
show.
Margaret
So-
is our lovely model today.
So I am the model today. This is a lovely shirt that I just made. It is a Peggy Sager's fit. I don't know. No, wait a minute. I think it's just her Peggy Sager's pattern. It's called the Maggie blouse.
The Maggie blouse. Margaret, what is that kind of collar? Is that a shawl collar?
No,
What would you call that?
No, it's more like well, it's not a portrait.
I thought of that too.
It's just an extended,
Just a nice wide collar.
nice wide collar. I don't
It's
think
so
it has.
flattering.
Maybe one of you guys know if it has a specific
Let us
name.
know.
I'm up for it. I don't know.
It's so flattering, though. I love
It
it.
is very attractive. I have made this blouse now twice. I wore the other one earlier this week.
Yes.
We still have this fabric. I've got it over here. We're going to show it off. That pattern. No, I do not have that pattern yet. I haven't talked to their people as far as getting some wholesale patterns from them. This one, I'm working on making about 4 different things from this company, and I'm just trying to figure out what we want.
Giving them
'Cause-
a good test run. And,
Right.
Yeah.
So this is the first one, but I think it's a really flattering top. The top, one of the things I actually really like, I'm sorry guys, I'm freezing. It went back down to 35 today.
And I think it's awesome.
And everything's sticking to me.
Can I help?
Yes, please. So I just want to take off one sleeve. So the sleeves are just hemmed,
Perfect.
just hemmed.
Perfect.
So what's really cool about this is since it's just hemmed, now what I think I'm going to do, because it's bothering me a little bit, is I think I'm going to go and do like a little pleat right here.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And then I still have plenty of mobility in my
Yes.
arms. And the back is just a flat back, nothing fancier.
Oh.
I mean, it's just a really straightforward blouse.
that looks like one I could make.
Not unusually difficult or something.
Right.
I think this is the kind of thing, obviously has a facing because of the collar and so
Sure.
forth. But I think that it is one of those kind of things that we can pull together really quickly. But I'm going to just tell you, if you don't use a soft fabric,
Something with some drape to it.
yeah, I think it's really important. I think it's going to look much prettier with a soft fabric than something stiff.
I agree.
Does that make sense?
It does make sense.
And so this, I put this on the other day for Dave, and he was so cute. He's like, make lots more of this.
Aw, that's a good sign. That's a good sign.
So-
And you know what? I just want to point out, how many shop owners do you know would personally test the pattern for you before they buy it and offer it to you? Margaret's the only one I know.
I do this all the time. I really dislike it when I can't give you information.
Yes.
I want to be
Yes.
able to help you. And I'm going to just tell you a really cool little trick with all of these independent pattern companies. Take a look at the person who's making the pattern.
Okay.
Now, I am going to show you a group of patterns this is not true of.
Okay.
Okay, I'm
So it's
gonna
not
show-
across the board.
It's not across the board.
Gotcha.
But a lot of times, if you look at the person who's designing the patterns, you will see the kind of person who's going to be able to wear that well.
Oh, that's a really good point.
Yes.
We tend to design and create things that we like and that work for us, and
Yes.
that makes a lot of sense.
So with Peggy's stuff, I had to take in the shoulders just a little bit, which I have to do on almost everything.
Gotcha.
I did not, and I feel like a lot of her patterns were designed, they seem a little dated.
Okay.
They seem a little dated.
Gotcha.
So, when you look at the pattern envelope, try to look at the lines rather than.
Gotcha.
I think Peggy does a better job for a lot of things, but what I find I need to do with her patterns, because she's a tall, slender woman, is to give myself some room in the hips.
Sure.
But that's not hard. That's a really easy thing to do.
No, and I think that's something a lot of us can relate to.
Right.
So, yeah.
Right. Okay, so let's go over here. We're going to stop for a minute. I told you guys I had a number of saris.
They're so gorgeous.
That blue one we talked about a couple weeks ago sold.
Of course it did.
And I have another one here for you. Now, this one, again, is a vintage sari.
Goodness.
In these beautiful orange, and look at this gold.
Wow.
Now, I was told by Sanjana, whose family is Indian. Her mom and dad came over here as immigrants.
Wow.
And they are now citizens.
How cool is
and
that?
They are, they're lovely people. I have gotten to meet them. She told me she's been to India 5 times.
Oh, my goodness.
And so she told me this kind of a sari is considered very elegant, very expensive. It
Kind
is
of a formal
typically
kind of?
I don't know how they
don't know.
kind of, but it would not be something. It would be something that is considered very nice.
Gotcha. Okay. I would certainly
Again,
think so.
it's silk. It's embroidered.
Gosh.
It's got a little bit of beading on it. Guys, this is a wonderful thing. If you wanted to go and cut it apart to make something, and I highly recommend it. You do not have to wear this as a sari.
Well, that's true. That's true. There's a lot you could do with it.
There is a ton of border fabric. There is a ton of this right here. Wouldn't this make a lovely piece on even a dining room table?
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Just elegant
So,
and beautiful.
And it could, and there's 5.5 yards here, so it's got enough fabric to make like a blouse.
Wow.
Like a blouse out of it, guys. So you have a lot of options because there is so much yardage. And it is, again, we're doing the same thing we did with the other ones. This is considered an end of bolt.
Gotcha.
It was originally $82. It is going to be $49. It's a really great price, guys. And I think that it would love to go home with you.
Wow.
So, now, I'm going to just tell you right now, I don't have a picture online yet because I realized yesterday this wasn't online.
Oh.
It's online,
Right.
but it doesn't have a picture.
There's no photo. Oh, well.
So
darn.
if you put in the search engine, sorry,
Right.
it will come up.
S-A-R-I.
And there's only one.
Yeah.
There's only one.
Gotcha.
It's not like there's 2 or 3. There's only one. So this is on there, and you can purchase it. Now, if we don't get it sold today or tomorrow, I'll have pictures done on Tuesday or Wednesday.
Sure.
Hopefully you guys will see this and go, I'm an autumn. This is like the perfect colors for me because that's what it is. It's a lovely group of colors.
Yes, of course. And you know what? I'm thinking that big piece of yardage, wouldn't that make a lovely like window treatment just to hang
goodness,
there
I
and
hadn't
admire?
well, you know what I did? I took recently I took a obi.
Yes.
The wraps around
Japanese
for
belt?
the
Yes.
Japanese belt. I took one of those that I got and I turned that into a cover for the top of a window in my sewing room.
Perfect. See, so many things you can do with
so many things you can do
Think
with
outside
it.
the box
It
here,
could be
guys.
a pillow. It could be, I mean, imagine just how pretty a decoration it could be in your house. So
Yes.
I think this is I think for the right person, this is just going to be a really lovely piece.
And such a great price. It's a
And
steal,
such
guys.
Yeah. When did
for
you,
sure.
last time you got 5 yards of fabric for $50?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, of
So,
any fabric.
And this
Yeah.
is silk.
Yeah.
So, okay. So we're going to go over here and actually probably let's go ahead and move her.
Yep, I'll move her out of the way.
I just got all the patterns that I've been so excited about. I have been so excited about this. I have been waiting all week long. They said they shipped them. I'm like, where are they? Where are they? They finally got here yesterday afternoon. I got a group of patterns from Islander Sewing Systems. You know,
I don't know.
I'm gonna
Islander.
have a class on making names for businesses.
Okay, so what does that mean?
So-
Islander sewing system.
So,
What is that?
Margaret Islander, back in the day,
Okay.
you would not have probably remembered her, was considered one of the premier sewists in the world.
Wow.
And she taught the method of sewing things that they used in the sewing factories. When we did it here in the U.S., guys.
Gotcha.
This was amazing. She did a wonderful job. She'd go around the country. She'd teach people how to sew and sew really well. Her daughter-in-law is Janet Prey.
Oh.
Janet Prey now is in her 80s. She does a Tuesday thing on Facebook.
Oh,
I
fun.
think it's just wonderful to see her out there still doing this stuff. She teaches sewing methods and things, but she also is a professionally trained pattern designer.
Wow.
So remember when I said when you see these independent pattern companies, a lot of times the designs look like the person.
Of course.
Janet actually learned how to do professionally drafted patterns. And she did it for a variety of people in a variety of shapes. And she has a group of patterns, and I tested one, and you got to see my jacket that I made last weekend.
It's so cute.
So this particular jacket is called the Fast and Fabulous jacket.
I like that name.
I made mine in a medium, and I added at the hips because I have bigger hips than normal. I added at the hips so it's more A-lined now.
So pretty.
And that is the only alteration I made to a size medium.
Wow.
I have had about 4 or 5 other people try this jacket on, and it has been surprising how many people it worked for.
And why is that? Because of the
She's
the
just
silhouette of
designed
it?
she's designed it really well.
Wow.
It is a raglan sleeve, which is a little more forgiving.
Yes, that's true.
And so this pattern is so easy. You can make it up. I know you can make it up in probably 3 hours.
Wow.
It's very lovely. The fabric that we used on this one is a cotton linen blend from Rifle Paper Company. Unfortunately, this fabric is no longer available, but I do have a load of other fabrics that'll work for this.
Just a few, you think?
Yeah. So let's go ahead and show people the pattern that this is going to be. And it comes in 2 different sizes. And I'm hoping, I did not double check this, but I'm hoping that Karen put the sizing on the, show the front and back of the pattern.
Gotcha.
I think I've got her doing that appropriately.
Okay, good.
So the one, this very small to extra large.
Okay.
And then we have a 1X to a 4X.
Nice.
These sizes will cover about everyone.
Wow, yeah.
I mean, they really will.
That's a huge
So-
variety. That's great.
So what we've got here is, here, let me take it out of the packaging so the reflection doesn't make it totally obnoxious. So what we've got here is a very, very easy jacket. Basically, it is not lined, although you could.
You could.
You could. She has put facing pieces here all the way around it. And so if you, let me do this real quick, Dave, so people can see the facing. I top stitched mine in place. You certainly could hand stitch it if you wanted to. But on this fabric, the top stitching didn't really make was no problem.
Not distracting
I
at
am
all.
getting ready to make another one of these in wool. This is going to be my go-to jacket. I love this jacket.
Margaret, is there any fabric you think that would not be appropriate for this pattern?
Something really thin.
Okay.
But it's not appropriate for a jacket.
Right.
Really thin fabric.
Okay.
So your heavier linens would be attractive in it. And I have 2 right here. We've got this gorgeous Riley Blake. This is Nature's Portrait. It is a Riley Blake linen cotton blend. Absolutely gorgeous. It is so beautiful. It could work. And if you want something lighter for the springtime,
Yes, yep.
this would be a great one. We have some really beautiful linen and linen cotton blends. And you want something that's a medium weight, and you can always
Okay.
ask us if that's appropriate or
Sure,
not.
right.
But right here, I have three different wools. And each and every one of these would be absolutely fantastic in this jacket. Oh, and I covered this up after we were going to show these sizes. So we should go back to the sizes here for a minute. Look at the sizes. We go from a bust size of a 32
Oh my goodness.
all the way up to a 62.
Wow.
So this really will work for almost everybody. And I think that this is the kind of jacket. Well, number one, I think we're going to go ahead and do it as a class
Oh, fun.
because it's just so lovely. And sometimes we don't get something done unless we have a class.
Sign me up, please.
It is so fun.
Yeah, it's
the
true.
only thing you need for this jacket to make it work. I did a buttonhole at the top, but you could put a snap. You need some interfacing and your fabric.
Wow.
How much simpler does it get, guys? I will tell you, having a serger makes it go a lot prettier and faster. If you don't have a serger, it will take longer because your finishing techniques will.
Sure.
But you know what's really cool is Janet has done a video on how to do a Hong Kong finish if that's what you want to do.
I don't even know what a Hong Kong finish is.
Some people out there will, but what
Some
it
people do.
is, it's a way to cover the edges of your fabric that's very pretty. And so do you have a brocade that you've been trying to figure out what to do? This would be a lovely jacket to do it
Wow.
because it's simple and it won't bite with the fabric.
Oh, that's a good point.
We have a lot of fabrics here on this rack. Not your viscose because that's a shirting
thin,
fabric.
sure.
And maybe not the waxed fabric here.
A little
But
too stiff, you
a
think?
little too stiff, but I do have something that wax fabric I'm going to show in a little bit that would work.
Oh, fun.
But I mean, look at all these fabrics, the choices you have here. There's a vinyl down there. Don't use vinyl. So,
That's a whole different look.
yeah. I'm going to walk around like that. Okay, so no, that won't work. But what I wanted to show you is this pattern. I'm so excited. She's also got another pattern. Now, I really wish they'd update the artwork.
The art, that's kind of important.
The artwork on this is really silly looking. It's very 1980s.
Yes.
But you know what? It's a gorgeous coat. This is a really fun coat. It's a great all-weather coat that if you were wanting to wear it over top of sweaters, things like that. It's got kimono sleeves on it, so it's very easy to put over top of things. That new fabric that we have that has kind of a smooth finish and has the fleece on inside
Right.
might be a really good one. I'm
Wow.
going to show you the back of it because the back will show you how it's constructed and how simple. So we have this jacket fabric. Now we have some of those beautiful, this kind of thing where it's double-sided.
Yes.
Perfect
Ooh,
for
that
this.
would be so much fun for that, wouldn't
look,
it?
Look at this. And you've been wondering what to do with these, and you've always thought it had to be some really hard and difficult thing to do. I mean, honestly, it doesn't have to be.
No.
It can be something simpler. Now, she's also got gathered onto a band those sleeves.
The sleeves, yeah,
Not my
for the
fan.
cuffs.
I'm not a fan. I'm going to just change it so that they're no longer gathered. I'll put either a big cuff on it
Yes.
or I'll change something on that
Sure.
and just hem it.
Right, right.
There's no reason. Just lengthen it to the right length and just hem it. You don't have to put those cuffs on it if you don't like that. But that is one version of that.
I love that about patterns. You can
So
make it
this
the way
is
you want it.
the Irish coat. And I'm going to make one of these guys, I promise, and you will get to see it. It's
Yay!
really cute. So I think, again, the color blocking thing that they did here is not, again, something I'm a fan of. But I'm going to pick a fabric out. We'll go ahead and get this figured out. It's really pretty. I think that will be good.
For those who are wondering, no, Margaret does not sleep. She sews, she eats occasionally, she works, she doesn't
Before
sleep.
I got here today, I
Yeah.
set up, I'm working on a pattern that is something that I think is, we've had it in the shop for a while and I haven't had an opportunity to make it. So I'm doing that and I'm doing embroidery on it. So the first thing I did this morning after I got ready to come and see you guys is I got the embroidery hoop already. It's sitting on my machine ready for me to embroider
As soon as you get home. Yes.
Yeah, well, yes. Okay, we have a birthday party to go
Oh,
to
that's right.
today. We have a
That's right.
birthday party to go. All right. Now, you saw this blouse, but I have 2 blouse patterns here that I think are going to work really, really well if you wanted to out of the same fabric I just used. And so we're talking this, but the other fabrics right beside you, Denise, that whole
just wanna
stack
pet them.
right there, every one of these would work for these 2 blouse patterns. And again, we've got this wonderful wide range of sizes that people
so
can
thoughtful.
make them out of. I can't get this one out of the bag. It's going to have to stay there. Okay. They're they're in there. One's called the Everybody's Shirt.
What a great name.
It is. It's really wonderful. So what we've got with this one is it's got front darts, but it has back princess lines.
Oh.
So the Everybody's Shirt has a stand-up collar if you like, or it has a convertible, the collar with the stand and the actual collar.
Gotcha.
So you can do it either way. You can do the sleeves as a traditional button-up, but I'm going to just tell you, if you don't like messing around with plackets and all that kind of stuff, you can make this where you just extend the sleeve down.
That would be my option. Plackets and buttons and
I'm
things
not
on
a
sleeve.
fan of plackets and buttons most of the time. For one thing, I tend to rip them.
Oh. It just sounds like a lot of work and you have to be pretty precise, I'm thinking.
You
to
have
get
to be
that
very
right.
precise, but a lot of
Yeah.
times people don't realize you can just go ahead and extend that sleeve length, and you can put just a hem on it.
That's good to know.
You really
Yeah.
can. So don't
panic.
Don't get wound up if you're like, oh, I don't want to do those.
Right.
Well, then look how cute this
I
is.
like that one.
I am really excited about this classic sports shirt pattern.
That is super
I
cute.
love the short sleeve version of it. It's really great. And again, you can go long sleeve. It's got these great pockets on the front of it. So if you do something a little sheer.
Oh, that's an interesting thought.
But it's also got this back wonderful pleat on it.
Oh.
It's got a yoke. It makes it really easy to fit. For those of us who are starting to get a little bit of a rounded back, it makes it very easy to alter. We've got sizes that go up. Again, this does not go quite as big.
Okay.
So the bust goes from a 31.5 all the way up to a 45.
Wow, that's still a nice
So,
range.
It's a
though.
nice range. So what fabrics would we use for that? Well, how about this is an absolutely lovely fabric. It's a cotton silk blend.
So pretty.
And it's a twill. And this would just hang, and you don't have to worry about being a little sheer or anything.
Right.
Your cotton lawns would really work. So that's what I've got over here. Is I've got 3 different cotton lawns. These are all really gorgeous Japanese coca fabrics. So all of these would really be nice. I think this one actually is a linen cotton blend. So I think that's what that is.
Cotton linen. You're
Yep,
right, Margaret.
yep, I think so.
Yep. So it's a little heavier than the lawns,
little
right?
heavier, but not in a bad way.
No.
Just that it's not going to have a tendency to be some sheer stuff. Okay, so then what we've got is we're getting close to the end here. Okay, so we've got right now, again, a really beautiful, this is 100%, what have we got? It's a sateen, so it's got to be cotton.
Oh.
Isn't that gorgeous?
I was thinking it was a silk of some sort, but it's that sateen finish.
It's sateen finish, just like this is.
Yes.
So these are both sateen finishes, and they will just make up beautiful, beautiful blouses.
So pretty.
We've got regular shirting, just cotton shirting.
Love that little pink
Really
stripe.
beautiful. Then we've got viscose. Viscose is going to be gorgeous, guys. Really lovely fabrics.
So comfortable to wear.
Okay, I believe this one is another, let's see. Oh, no, this is another cotton.
Oh.
Absolutely beautiful.
I don't think I've seen this one.
This
Margaret.
one is a lovely Japanese fabric. Again, it is from Koka. It is really, really pretty, unusual. I'm showing you guys, I mean, please go online, look at our website. All these fabrics are on there. We have a triple gauze here. This is, it looks hand painted.
It does look hand painted.
It
Oh
looks
my
hand painted.
goodness.
So, but now one of the things you get with gauze is it's somewhat sheer.
It is pretty sheer.
It's pretty sheer. So if you're going to make a shirt out of this, which is great for like summertime,
Yes.
you're going to have to wear a tank under
Yes,
it.
and a
Or you're going to
pretty
have to
camisole
put
or
a
something.
couple layers in the front. So you're going to have to think about that. But we also have beautiful cotton shirting. This is a chambray, as is this one. These are beautiful chambrays. Again, perfect shirting fabrics.
Absolutely.
Perfect. So,
Absolutely.
we aren't going to get to my other patterns
Oh, darn.
today. We ran out of time.
I was going to say next time, but you'll be at the quilt show next time.
We'll be at
so-
the quilt show next time. So 2 weeks from now, we've got some new guy patterns.
Yay!
So if you have some men in your life and you want to make something fun for them, take a look at our new patterns. Again, they are listed under Islander Sewing Systems. Go ahead and do that, and you will see them. They're all on there now, and they're ready for you to purchase. This is wonderful. Don't forget to visit us at the Quilt Show.
Come see us at the quilt show. If you can't see us there, check out the website, universityofsewing.com, and be sure to share to have your name entered into the drawing for this week's giveaway.
And my guess is we will probably record the next 2 Facebook Lives. I'm
Yes.
sorry, guys. I think that's what we're going to have to do. But you'll get to see pictures from the show.
Yes.
We'll go ahead and do that before the show opens up, and then we'll record them and we'll have them posted so that you can see them at 9:30 on Friday and Saturday. So that should be a lot of fun. I am so grateful for all of you. You make my day. You get pictures sent of things that people are working on, and they're having fun. We love to see your makes. We
have
really
the best
do.
customers.
We do have the best customers. I hope every one of you has a fantastic Saturday, and we'll talk to you in a week and a half, 2 weeks. So 2 weeks.
Soon.
2 weeks
Soon.
in person. And I hope you have a great day. Bye.